Hi, welcome to Topic 9, Evaluation of the course Training and Development. In this topic, we're going to talk about how to evaluate training, and we're going to rely heavily on the work of a University of Wisconsin professor, Donald Kirkpatrick. Kirkpatrick came up with 4 levels of training evaluation, and the first level is referred to as reaction. This is where the trainee is asked to respond to what did you think of the training? How does it make you feel? Very often these are accomplished by providing evaluation sheets at the end of a training, and people typically check the box as to what they thought about the environment, the facilitator if it was a classroom session, the content, how well they think they can do the job as a result of this training. And in all candor, while there are certain things that are helpful and worthwhile in doing that, it also calls into question, is the trainee really at the best point in their career development, in their understanding of the training, to even judge? Now, I don't want to be too critical here, but if the trainee has not had a chance to actually practice the skills, how worthwhile is their input into how successful they will be as a result of the training? I don't want to throw the baby out with the bathwater here. There is good input that can be provided, but asking if someone liked the facilitator really is not appropriate for judging how well they can do the task. It may have impact on whether that's a good trainer to use, but that's probably outside the realm of can you do your job better? Are you more effective? So I would be on the side of being very cautious as to what questions we ask and how much weight we give to the answers. Now, that same request, though, being done after someone is back on the job, be it a month, 3 months, or later, and then you ask them, what do you think the training's impact has been on your ability to do the job? That, to me, has a whole lot more importance. But I don't want to be too critical. There are benefits to just asking for the immediate reactions, and even asking reactions later on in the person's progression as they incorporate the trained concepts into how they do the job. The second level of Kirkpatrick's pyramid, after reactions, is learning. Learning refers to not just how did you feel about it, but what did you actually glean? Can you respond to tests and recall? I was told that these are the steps to the process and they must accomplish in the following order, and I can repeat back to you what the order of the steps are. Can I identify the key concepts that were provided in the training? Again, this could be done at the training or shortly thereafter. It can also be done post-training, a month or more later, and seeing what retention has been retained, seeing what people can recall and are actually using. Second step, learning. Third step, transfer. This takes us another step up to say, more than just how did you feel? Can you recall what you were shown? Are you in fact using it on the job? Have you transferred the skills, the behaviors that were part of the training, and are you using them to accomplish the tasks of the job? That begins to get at the behavioral side, that gets at what training really is hoping to accomplish. Ideally, the fourth step would be impacting business results. Because we've gone through the training, have we in fact been able to achieve the original corporate objective that the training was designed to meet? Now, that doesn't mean that the training alone can accomplish the objective. It may require other initiatives all working in concert together. But does the training have any role in accomplishing that corporate objective now that it has been accomplished? Are people in fact doing the behavior? Is that behavior leading to the result that it had been anticipated to impact? That's sometimes hard to do because we don't always have the ability to control for other variables. From the time that the training was first implemented until the time that we're now asking, are the results impacted in any way, a whole host of things could have occurred. Competitors could have come in and introduced new products. Well, maybe if we were trying to increase profitability because we thought we could give people a negotiation workshop that would help them appreciate how to retain margin during the negotiations. Well, when the competitor comes in with a new product, that may change the dynamic of how negotiations occur. Not the fault of training. It could be that the business results are sometimes hard to measure. If we're looking to decrease union grievances, I can train people on how to mediate, how to problem solve, how to resolve conflict. But if there are other issues that occur, the contract is perhaps being challenged, that could lead to certain things that could create a result other than what was anticipated. So as you can see, there are 4 levels, each one getting closer and closer to trying to measure what the training was designed to impact. The easiest is just to ask for feelings, your reaction, what did you think? But that doesn't really tell us, did we accomplish what we had hoped to? The next one is learning, which at least means that the training was retained as a knowledge, but it doesn't necessarily tell us, are you acting? The third step, transfer, tells us, yes, you are behaving in the way that the training was designed to help you to behave, but we don't know, did that really move the needle on business results? The fourth step is looking truly at, did the objective get accomplished? Are the business results different? And then trying to divine how much of that is a function or result of the training. And if it didn't happen, is that in fact the fault in any way of the training? Other things to consider when we look at evaluation. What are the next steps? Do we have to go back and revise the training? Do we have to consider other delivery modalities or methods because now that it has been perfected in its current way, because of the scalability, should we be looking to do things in a more mechanized way? There are a whole host of next steps that should be considered, including moving on to the next project.